Hello and welcome to Banter Blitz with Indeedio. My name is Mauri and I'm going to play 5-minute blitz games on leadchess.org. So let's get started with that. We'll go over to the chessboard and press 5+0, see what happens. And we are black. Let me just see if the board is showing. The board seems to be showing. And we are black against Agrid5, who plays e4 and knight f3. So we're playing the Sicilian defense, the time mono variation, like many times before, and he takes on c6. That's fine. And then he goes for bishop d3. I will play d5, and I kind of like this structure. He'll probably play e5. I'm just gonna castle as well. Actually, let's play maybe queen c7 first. Seems like a logical move. He goes b3, okay. What is this setup? I'm wondering if I should play h5 and knight g4, see what happens. It's kind of tempting. I could also just castle. So if I play h5, maybe bishop b2, knight g4. Okay. Okay, let's try it. We'll play for h5. I have no idea if this is any good, but I guess we shall find out. So far so good. I'll make myself a little bit bigger. White is thinking, and he goes for bishop b2. I shall play knight g4. Threaten mate in one move. See how he replies. Knight f3 is possible. Now I guess I could play bishop f6. If he goes e5, I don't really mind if he does that. So let's just play bishop f6, and if he takes, well, I could take with a pawn, I guess. Maybe I should take with a pawn. And then maybe, okay, let's go e5, which I don't really mind so much. I don't mind so much. h3, knight h6 I will play. Yeah, now that he played e5, there's a lot less tension, and I feel like I'm a little bit safer. Although obviously he wants to go c4 now and take on d5, so I have to do something about that. I could maybe try queen a5, not sure what that does, but one thing is certain, I need to make moves. So I guess I could just play for pawn to g6, because he's gonna sooner or later move his knight, and then he's gonna be threatening the pawn on h5. So we'll probably play pawn to g6 very soon. And he played rook a1. Okay, now let me play g6. Now he does go c4. Maybe I can try bishop a6. The idea being that I want to trade off my bad bishop here. If he takes on d5, I'm going to take on d3 before I recapture on d5. He goes there, which makes sense. And how shall we reply? We could defend this pawn somehow, like, for example, with rook c8 maybe? He's probably going to play rook c1. Okay, what if I play here, maybe? Okay, let's play here. Should probably castle soon, unless you play something like Queen e3 when he threatens the knight. I could maybe consider moves like Bishop c5 to bother his knight on d4 as well. Either now or... Okay, so if I go Bishop c5 now, how does that play out if he goes... I'm wondering if I should play something like pawn to c5. If he goes knight b5, I could maybe take... Okay, let's try that. c5, knight b5, and then I just, I guess, take, and then I castle. If he plays like that. Okay, knight f3, that's fine. Kind of tempted to play d4 here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play d4 and then bishop b7. Things like that. Castle. They're all on the agenda. Okay, I think he maybe wants to play knight e4. Let's play here so that we can take this knight if we want to. If we don't want to allow knight f6 or knight d6, then we can at least take this knight. Or maybe we don't really mind those checks. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm definitely gonna castle now. And then probably my knight is coming to f5, I guess. So should I take this or not? His bishop is his knight is kinda annoying, so let's just take this knight and go rook b8 so that I don't lose that knight. Okay, I thought I was gonna take with the bishop. I maybe shouldn't have pre-moved rook b8, because now I maybe had other options like this one. Yeah, let's go here. Maybe he wants to play g4, but so be it. If he does go g4, I guess I'll take it. Probably. Or maybe I shouldn't take it. Maybe I should play knight g7. He goes bishop d2. Okay. I think he wants to play b4. But I don't know if that is a threat or not. Okay, let's try queen b7 maybe. Offer to trade queens. He'll probably... Okay, he does go here. I think I'm just gonna take this queen, because why not? And then I just need to make some moves. Mainly need to make moves. He goes f4. Okay. So what if I go now here? This looks like a good square for me, because now this move is coming. So we can at least take this guy. And then we just need to play a little bit faster. Where do you go? Bishop e1. Okay, maybe I'll just take that, because why not? Okay, we can take this file, that's fine. f5, okay, f5. Guess I'll take. And maybe take again, because why not? And protect this pawn. This looks already quite nice. Except the time, of course. Time is very bad. So I'm coming for the e5 pawn. King to e6 is coming up. But of course, time is very bad. Does he want to check over here or something? He does want to check over there. Yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna lose this on time. Okay. Did I win this on time? Holy smokes, I was sure I was gonna lose on time. Wow. Thanks for the game. Anyway, that's a good start then. We'll just go straight to the next game. And Indeedio is streaming, they say, now, and we are facing a strong opponent now. With the white pieces, who goes for knight f6, and we're playing the Torre attack like we've done in previous streams. d6, okay. I'm gonna play c3 because that's what they do. That's what the cool kids do, as they say. e5 I'm gonna take. He takes like this, and then I'm just gonna play probably h3 maybe. Yeah, let's play h3, stop bishop g4 and castle. I guess he could play b5, maybe I should have started that with a4. Okay. b5, he doesn't play b5, he goes there instead. Now I will play here. Rook d8, okay, he goes there, that's fine. Okay, let me just go, where will I go? Queen b3, is that a move? Okay, let's play queen b3. And let's try to play slightly faster as well, if possible. So I guess rook d8 is coming. Rook d8 is indeed coming. So where do we go? Which rook do we put? Maybe this one? I'm really not sure which rook to put there. Okay, let's put this rook actually. Guess the position is about equal. So is the time now, so that's not so bad. If you're watching this on YouTube live, then I might not see the chat this time. So if you wanna chat, you can come over to Lee Chess and follow me there and type something in the chat, and then I will see it. But black goes into a deep think now after my move rook fd1. I'm not sure why he's thinking so long. Queen, okay, so I wants to take on d1. Okay, I guess that is a fair plan. Do I need to worry about that with queen? Okay, I guess I will worry about it with queen b3. If he goes h6, which he does, then the question was bishop h4 or bishop e3. Both have their pluses. Bishop h4 does have the plus that his knight is still pinned, but after g5, bishop g3, my bishop would have been a little bit out of place. So now we can go like this, which looks good to me. And okay, we can play knight a5, I think. Offer to trade queens, threaten b7. If he goes for the queen trade, then my knight will be aiming to come to c5, which he stops, but then maybe I have this move. Okay, which he also stops. So if I take on d8 now, take, and then I go rook a6 or something. That kind of looks interesting. Or if I take immediately. Okay, let's just actually do that. Let's take this. And then we'll take here. And then we will play rook a6. We're not getting mated on d1. And now he has to make a choice whether to go for rook d1 with some activity and maybe lose this pawn, or okay, this move. I'll play here and threaten to take on c5 now. So he defends his rook, which is fair enough. And then what do we do? g3 maybe to stop knight f4. I guess that is a plan. And then we have to go f3. Okay. Maybe this wasn't so great. I guess we have to go f3. And we will. We will go f3. And then maybe g4 to have square for the king in the future. Yeah, this is, I guess, problematic. So I will go here. Yeah, okay, rook takes. Okay, it doesn't want to take that. So I guess I will just defend my f3 pawn. He didn't want to lose his b6 pawn, which is fair enough. c4, okay. c4, I guess, is a problem. If it goes rook d2, and then I guess, do we have problems there? We might have some problems there. b3, and then he goes rook c2. Yeah. What if I go here? Let's go here. Because then after rook c2 I have at least knight a2, which kind of hangs on for dear life. Or like this. I probably just lose the pawn now, which is a pity. That is a pity. So now he goes like that. Where do we go now? Here. Okay, let's go here. My idea is to play knight a2 to defend the pawn. After rook c2, knight a2, defending the pawn. Okay, that kind of could be a problem. This could be a problem. No, actually, why did I bring that? If he goes bishop takes, I take the rook, of course. So now I guess I have to take this guy, like that. Knight takes. The problem is he's threatening knight d3, winning my bishop if I take on b6. So for that reason I probably should give a little check over here and then move my king out of the way. Like that, lose the pawn and hope for something. So now things are kind of looking not so great, but it is what it is. Yeah, okay, I guess we'll just have to try to play this a pawn down. b5. Can I play here? Does that do anything? I don't know. That's a check. that's a check. That's knight d3. I'm gonna take this guy and play here. Now I think maybe things are not that bad, especially if I go here. This knight might be a little bit short on squares. I'm planning this. Okay, it does have actually knight c3, it's true. Ugh. So we're coming in over here. He goes there. We take this. And he does a little check. He does a little check. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose this game on time. At least we will try to make some moves happen. At least we're threatening that pawn now. So we did actually win on time. I have to say I did not expect to win on time 2 games in a row, but that's a good start anyway. Thanks for the game. And we're playing YDG, who plays 1d4. We shall reply with knight f6, and he goes for the Trumpovsky, the Trump. Okay, must say I don't know the theory all that well in this opening, but it is what it is. Okay, how about a6? So just to avoid any blunders. And then we'll just go e6. He'll probably play something like e5. I'll play knight d7. And then we'll just play c5 and argue that things aren't too bad. If he takes, how should I recapture? We'll go knight c6, of course, here. And let's just take a few pieces. Can take that one as well. And okay, let's just take this one. Actually, maybe I should just play something like here. Okay, let's just play bishop b7. And he goes bishop d3. I could consider b5, bishop b7. I probably should have played g6 to stop f5. The immediate f5 was an idea. f5 now, I guess I'll have to play maybe b4. Then he goes maybe f6. Which I probably can just take a couple of times. But yeah, I probably should have played, okay, he goes there, which is fine. I'll go g6 now. Okay, that's fine. We'll go here. And let's just play b4 before he does. That was the first b4 joke of the day. And then we'll just go probably something like bishop b7, or maybe even a5 and bishop a6 is an idea. I probably won't be castling quite yet. I'll probably just start with bishop a6. Knight or bishop to c5, I'm not sure. Okay, he can do that, that's possible. Let's just take, he wants to go, if I take, he wants to go e6. So let's play this move here. Actually, that might be a bit of a mistake. If I go bishop c5, he can play, he can take on g6, so yeah. What if I take e6 and then knight f6? Can I get away with that? Let's find out. Let's see if we can. Maybe we're surviving in this. We are at least up a pawn. He does have knight f4 threatening g6, but I think I can just play here. Defend that. And maybe we can hold on for dear life in this. The good thing is we can always put a piece on put a knight on e4. Take. So let's see. e6 is quite weak at the moment. Knight g4, does that do anything? Knight e4. Do I play queen c7? Queen d6 maybe? Okay, what about queen d6? Try to defend our stuff. Queen d6, we're defending e6 and e5 and c5 and d5 and all these squares, even g6 indirectly. And then I probably will want to play knight e4. And if bishop takes, I guess I could take with the... Could I take with the f pawn? I guess it depends on what he does. If he does put a rook on f1, then probably not a good idea. Okay, so what am I missing here? Why did he do that? And how should I recapture? I guess he probably didn't want my knight coming to e4. So did I take with the queen or the bishop? Okay, I guess take with the bishop. Bishop c4. Maybe I will just defend the pawn or give the pawn or something. Okay, let's see. Bishop c4, bishop takes b2, king takes queen f6, and then take the bishop. Can I do that? Can I get away with that? Or what if I play bishop e5 in this position? What is he going to do against bishop e5? Rook f1 maybe? Okay, so bishop takes b2, king takes queen f6. He makes a move and then I take the bishop. Or if I go... Okay, let's just try that before time completely runs out. Take. He doesn't take. Actually, I should have played bishop e5 because now this is starting to become a bit of a threat to take on d5. Bishop e5 anyway. Okay, let's just try this. Bishop takes and then knight take. No, I can't do that. Yeah, this isn't going well. It's going quite poorly. Bishop takes. I can't play queen takes because you can just take with a rook. And here there's always this issue. So this is always going to be bad. I think he's always going to win my queen no matter what I do. So and I'm running out of time, so I'm just going to resign this game and play another one. So this position here, I think if I had played bishop e5, maybe, yeah, then he doesn't really have rook takes d5 because then I take the knight with check. So I had two choices. I saw both of them and I chose the wrong one. But anyway, we will just play another game. And we are white against here Nico, who plays knight f6 against my d4, and he plays c5. I will just reply with c3 and turn it into some kind of torre, I guess. or some kind of version of the London system. I don't know what this is anymore. Some kind of triangle that I have at least here. Bishop g4 is possible. Knight d2. He takes. He wants to take on f3. I don't really care. Let him do that if he wants. Just gives me the bishop pair. That's fine. I'll just take it from there. And go for b4, b5, stuff like that. Might also just play rook c2 and rook c1, or even rook c5. Yeah, probably rook c5. Let's play rook c5. And then I'm gonna go rook fc1. I don't really mind if he plays b6, because I've got bishop a6. He's creating some weaknesses for himself. My rook's protected by the bishop, so knight takes b4 doesn't work. Okay, you can do that, that's fine. Then I will just queen d7. Okay, I'll just take the file. Bishop a6, take, queen takes. Okay, let's go here and then queen takes. Then he doesn't have queen a4 because I've got that protected. And I like my position. What's not to like? h6 doesn't really do much to scare me. Queen c7, queen a4. Should I stop that with this move? I'm not sure if it's any good, but didn't want him to have any play. So I'm gonna do this just so that I can play queen c7, which I'm gonna be coming up with next. You can have this bishop. I'll take your queen. You can do that too. It's fine. So I'm gonna take, I think, take, and then rook c7. And I should be pretty happy, I think, with my position, because his pawns are kind of weak. I'm thinking about the a pawn here, a7 pawn. If he takes, the bishop's going to be coming to b8 and taking the pawn. If he doesn't take, then the rook is just going to take the pawn, so this should be fine for me. Bishop b8, knight takes, king g2, knight e1, king f1, knight somewhere, d3, bishop takes here. Can he even protect his pawn on b6? I'm not sure he can. Okay, he goes e5. Didn't really not expect that. So bishop takes a7, take, bishop takes d3. And then just bishop a5. I think I'm just gonna let him take on d4 and play d3, because then I'm gonna play bishop. If I take, knight takes, check. I think they should be fine, because my my pawn on b6, b5 looks pretty juicy. Oh, okay. Take, knight takes here, king g2, knight takes, then b6. It's a bit of an issue. I don't really have a choice though. I have to take this. So should I take here? Take. If I go here, take here, then he does have knights. So let's just go here instead. Actually, why didn't I? Okay, why didn't I play something like f4 to try to stop his bishop? Okay. Anyway, I've got some pawns at least here. At least I do have some pawns for my efforts. So it might not be totally lost, although probably is now. Actually, I do have this move. So yeah, not totally hopeless yet. Not so hopeless yet. But he has played well, it must be admitted. Can I just play a5 here? Let's play a5. Yeah, let's play a5. Maybe I should... Okay, let's play... What if I play f4? Or what if I play this move here? Okay, let's try this move. I want to play a6, obviously. He goes there. What if we play here? Is that any good? Okay, let's try this move. Take some pawns. We can move the king a little bit closer. He goes for this move here, maybe. Okay, now we're coming in here. Knight goes up, and okay, we need to maybe make some moves happen. Where do we go from here? Bishop here, maybe? Okay, that's a bit of a mistake. Why did I allow that? That was a bit stupid of me. That's very dumb. Really shouldn't have allowed this to happen. Okay, what am I doing here? King goes up there. Yeah, it should be kind of drawn. That was an exciting game. Well played by my opponent. But we got a draw. In the nick of time, we got a draw. So we are happy, and things have gone pretty well today so far in the chess department. And we are now white against Oval Verde, who plays knight a6, and we are again playing the Torre. My Torre attack again. He goes c5, that's fair enough. I'll play here. He goes a6, okay. Should I play a5 or should I just... Okay, let's play a4, I mean, not a5. Knight c6 and castle, I guess. So 10 moves in, and the position is, I suppose, more or less equal. Bishop g4. My pawns are a little bit loose at the moment. Can't play rook e1 like I was planning because of knight takes d4. So what to do? Queen c2 doesn't look correct. Queen something? Queen b1? I guess queen b1. And that way my pawn on d4 is protected, and my pawn on e4 as well. And this is an understandable move by my opponent. He wants to play, I guess. Okay, let's play rook c1. Let's keep this bishop protected, otherwise I'm just gonna lose at least a pawn. So knight a5, bishop a2, rook takes c1, queen takes c1, and bishop takes f3 would force me to take with the g pawn, otherwise the e4 pawn falls. Or knight e5, bishop d3, and then, okay, it doesn't do that. Instead it does this, which I think I will just protect my pawns a little bit more then with this move. Let's do that. It's important to protect those pawns, so I'll do that. Queen goes to b4. Okay, suppose that's an option. Not sure what it threatens though. I think he does want to play knight a5. So what do we do? Rook a3, knight a5, rook c3 or something like that. Threatening bishop takes f7. And then knight takes, rook takes, rook takes. Okay, I'm just gonna see how that goes. Maybe I miscalculate something, but I'm trying this. He does take. I think he could have actually just taken the pawn on a4 because the bishop was protecting c8, so actually I didn't have bishop takes f7, whereas here I should be kind of happy with this, probably. Question is how to proceed. Queen c2 maybe, or h3. What if I just play h3? So let's play h3 and see what happens. If he goes b5, I'll take. I still have e4 protected, and now I control the c file, so looks like I've done all right for myself. He wants to play knight b6 now. I guess we can meet that with a move like this one. Bishop d2. Queen has to go away, and we can. If he goes queen b6, maybe pawn to a5, queen b5, and take it from there, or maybe just leave it as it is. So this move. What if I play rook c7? What is his plan here? I'm not sure what his plan is or what he's supposed to be threatening here. Still not sure what he's supposed to be threatening, so what if I just take this pawn here? Yeah, let's just take some pawns. We're still threatening the e pawn, and then we'll just argue that we are some stuff up, and that all is pretty well. If a5, I can maybe just play rook b5 and win the pawn. He goes d5, okay. Interesting move, I guess. Do I just take or play here? Okay, let's just take this. How does he recapture? He takes with the knight. And what if I just take this pawn here? What does he really have? I don't see it, so I'm just gonna take this pawn. And then I have two connected passed pawns on the A and B file, which are gonna be moving forward at some point. And I don't... Okay, so it goes like that. Okay, so he wants to take and then check on d1, and if I take, then queen takes, and then he wants to... And then he wants to give some perpetual on c1 and f4, I think, and stuff like that. So now he just gave me this, his rook over here, and that should be pretty good for me. Because now after queen d1, I'll just play knight f1, and I'm a lot of material up. Only problem is the clock situation. And there's an incoming check here on e2. Okay, but I might be first to mate after I take here. I am threatening f7, so if he goes knight e2, I go check. If he takes, he's threatening mate in 1, but I can take on f7, and I will. Okay, there should be something here for me, especially now that I have this move. This has to be made somehow, but how? Okay, maybe pawn here. Yeah, king g4, queen f3 looks a bit mate-ish to me. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for the game. We played for almost an hour and things have gone pretty well. One loss, one draw, and the rest are all wins. So far so good, which means we can keep playing on. He goes knight c3, okay. And d5, okay. I have to say I'm not really familiar with this theory. So I guess I will probably just take this and hope for the best. Here maybe? Yeah, I don't know what's happening in this position, but I will at least offer to trade queens. So there's that. So there's at least that. And okay, he takes, I guess I will take this. And yeah, I don't really know what's happening here. If I go d6, I can play bishop e6. I don't think I'm doing too badly here, to be honest. This doesn't look bad at all. I can play here now and be pretty happy, actually. I think I just have a lead in development. I'll play here so that g7 is not hanging, and so that also e5 is better protected. And this move, maybe I'll just play king c7. Am I blundering anything? Am I blundering something here? Position looks very solid. He takes, I will just take with a king. And okay, so that's a move. So his point is that my pawn on d6 is pinned. He's threatening f6. If I go bishop g4, take, he can take here. But then maybe I can take, bishop takes, and take on d1. How does that even go? Bishop g4, ef, take. He can also recapture, and then I can't recapture here because of bishop takes f6 with a fork. So how do we play this? Do we play f5? Do we play f5? I guess I could also just take this pawn with my f pawn, right? It's not so bad. I don't think it's that bad. And then when he takes, I can just play here. This looks fine, actually. He goes there. I probably... Okay, should I play... No, I probably shouldn't play anything like bishop. I guess I have to go here. I suppose he'll play rook to there. Yeah. Which is understandable. I have to play a little bit faster. Bishop g4, is that any good? I don't really know. I'm not sure I want to give my bishop for that knight. Where should I leave my bishop? Maybe here? Okay, let's just play here. And see what happens. I could maybe push for g5. But he does have a majority over here, 3 against 2, so maybe that's not the place to push. But I do need to do something about my bishop on f8. The problem is, of course, that if I play something like bishop g7, there's always rook e7. This move, maybe bishop h6, rook e7, king c6. h4, take. I don't think I want to be allowing this. Okay, what if I just play here? In that case, at least rook e7 won't be a check, so now I can be thinking about bishop h6 with a gain of tempo if it happens. Okay, I actually have to admit I did see this was hanging, but at least now I do have this little check here. And then we can just, yeah, at least we can just play it on. We can play it on. Pawn down. And hope for the best with the bishop pair. Hey, a4, okay. That's not really the move that scared me the most, I have to say. So what if I play this move so that I can think about d4? Definitely should be thinking about d4 because that bishop is very strong. My time kind of sucks, so I have to be very fast. Now he goes bishop over there. And then what happens? If I go here, maybe? Don't know if this is any good. Probably not. Bishop g5, okay. I'll just take that and go here. And this doesn't look that bad, actually. And so now we have some kind of play here. And we can think about at least pushing some pawns. I'll probably play b5. I do have a majority over here on the king side, so I'm gonna try to push my king side pawns. Is this threatening anything? It is threatening knight d6, admittedly. My rook. Okay, so what if I just play here, maybe? Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose this on time. It has to be said, this doesn't look that great or anything. But maybe I can play here, put some pressure on this B pawn. But yeah, I will have to be very fast now. If it takes on d4, I guess I will take on b2 and hope for a miracle, basically. He takes like this. Now let's just play maybe, okay, let's play this move actually, and then we're just gonna play, I think, a5. Actually, probably should have played, yeah, this was a mistake. I should have played bishop f5, because that would have threatened to take the knight and then the pawn. That would have been much better. Okay, anyway. Okay. Let's go here. I'm not sure why I'm not taking on h4. Should have done that ages ago. Okay, this pawn is attacked. Let's defend it. If I wasn't so low on time, I would be not that unhappy with this position, but I am very low on time. I am very low on time. Okay, so that's hanging. He goes there. Okay. Okay, so I'm taking that, and then I'm coming for this guy, taking this. Let's give him a little bit of a check over here. Let's go here. If he defends his pawn, I'm coming in here. If he checks me again, I'm coming here. He goes there. Okay, I'll go a2, of course. It's starting to look very good for me. Except the time, of course. So I'm just gonna have to... I'm gonna have to take his pawn and... okay. And I don't have a chance on the clock, really, not really. But yeah, and that's how you get a draw when you're running out of time. Good game, thanks. We've been playing for an hour, so let's play maybe a little bit longer. Things have been going okay. We have a casual challenge, which we don't want. We just want rated challenges. And we're playing Mr. Camaro, who plays c5. Okay, what if I just play c3 against this? And then I'll just play like this. And bishop f4. We basically transpose to exchange Slav, if I'm not mistaken. And that's fine. That is fine. Bishop d3. Should I go a3 maybe? Probably let's just go queen d1 back. There are all sorts of queen b6 and knight b4 ideas that I need to think about. This move, not that scared of. I'll probably castle or not. Should I be worried about this? Maybe I should. Queen b3. Knight e4. I could take, or I could play rook c1. He castles. So now there are no particular problems here. b6. Oh, we can just play b6. Okay, I'm not sure about b6, how great that is. Let's just try rook b1. he goes b5. Maybe it just was a mouse slip. What if we play a4? I guess he takes, and then I go maybe, and then I go queen b6. No, then he takes on c3. Okay, what if we prepare it with this move? He goes there. Now if I go a6, a4, he takes, let's say with a pawn, I go queen b6. He has to take, and then I go rook takes, and yeah, that should be fine. I think that should be unproblematic. My bishops should be better than his knights, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think I have any special problems here. If he takes, rook takes, then obviously a6 is attacked. If he moves the pawn, then I have bishop a6 attacking the rook, which is then overloaded because I'm also attacking the knight. So he can't do that. He can do this, which is true, that he can, but I will just probably start taking some pawns. Could take with a bishop. What does he do if I take with a bishop? Where does he then go? Okay, let's try this. Just to show him how good my bishops are. He does have a passed pawn on, which I probably need to start worrying about. So if he goes knight b3, how should I play this? I don't really have to do much yet. I could just play this move also. Knight c4, I guess you could play. At least I can, at the very least I can take that and then play rook b4, win a pawn. But this pawn could become a problem, obviously. Could become an issue. He already made a move. Knight e4, didn't see that move. So if I take, he wants to take on c3 or something? But isn't the knight here hanging? Am I missing something? What am I missing? I'm not sure what I'm missing. He can play knight c4 now, and he does. And I can't take with a bishop because my rook's hanging. But what if I just defend my pawn over here? Knight d2. I guess we'll find out. Which knight? If he puts this knight here, then at least he's not threatening my pawn anymore. And I can play maybe here. Okay, let's try this move. And also let's try to play faster. We are not doing so well on the clock, as usual. Surprise, surprise. I can think about moves like f3 to stop him from coming to the e4 square. Okay, so he goes there. The question is, can I do anything better than this? At least I can win some time on the clock if he goes back. Now he goes with this knight, which, okay, fair enough. And then maybe I'll just go here. He didn't want to repeat moves. Okay, so now he goes up here. Okay, he is kind of winning that pawn, it has to be admitted. To be quite fair, he is winning the pawn. He won back the pawn, good for him. My main problem is the time though. My position should be good, even though I did lose that, especially now, I would say. You know, I did lose that pawn. He's gonna try to flag me, and he does have admittedly a pretty good chance because of my tendency to play quite slowly. He goes there. So yeah, we're gonna have to play. Actually, I should have played. Yeah, I should have played. Okay, he gave me the rook too. Okay, maybe he can resign now. Even at my slow pace, there should still be enough time for me to win, but it's definitely not over if he plays on. I will. My opponent left the game, and I will then claim victory, as you do, because that's not what you do. You don't leave the game when things are going badly, you play on. We have played for, I think, about 70 minutes or so, and things have gone quite well. So we'll play a little bit longer against Angustia Vital. And we're black, and he plays e4. Okay, so this will be a Sicilian defense. It will be the Taimanov, it seems. Again, the Taimanov variation, which I've played many a time. And I'm quite happy to play. I'll probably play a6 very soon, unless he goes knight b5 now. He goes like this. I think he was a castle long. When they go like this, I do like to play like this, because now he does have some weaknesses that I can... okay, if he goes g4, I'll go d6 and g5 knight d7, and then I'll go b5, and I can also... he plays very aggressively, that's fine. You can do that. I'll play knight c4 if he goes f4. I might even play knight g4. And against this move, I think b5 should be in order. He can sacrifice, but that's fine. It's fine, I think, if he does. Take, 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 queen b8 and take. He does get 3 pawns for the piece. He can take, 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 queen b8, knight takes. But this line, I think, should be quite... Should I take with the queen or the pawn? If I take with the pawn, I do get nice pressure against b2, I think. I can just play rook b8 and queen b7 and threaten mate on b2, and he'll have to try to defend against that. Which he does, to his credit. He does do that. So now, how do we continue? We've got some moves like... Okay, queen b7, rook b1. Have I gained anything there? Does that get me anywhere? Okay, what if I just play here? Let's start with this move. And then the knight will just come to c5. That's one of the ideas, for sure. So now he can't play e5 unless he wants to give me an exchange on h1. And it's not easy to defend this pawn unless he goes queen g2, which is probably not what he wants to do, but maybe has to do. And then I'm not sure how to continue. He does go f5, okay. f5, he really does go all in here. And I can just take this. I can just take this. And I'm attacking his rook. He doesn't care. He really doesn't care at all. So if I take on h1, okay, let's just see what he does here. He takes on f7, of course. He doesn't take on f7. Okay, that's interesting. What if I take here? he takes and I go queen b7. I'm threatening the rook, I'm threatening the mate. He can take on g7, but then I'll also be threatening the knight as well with king f7. So now, yeah, what's not to like? Maybe I'll just play g6. And if he goes queen c3, then rook g8. I think this should be not that bad. Actually, queen c3, maybe just king d7. Should be okay. Attacking the knight. Even knight g7, king d7. He goes like that. My plan was to play here, and I will stick to that plan. And I might have some tricks also, like if he goes knight g7, maybe I can take, and maybe make some moves with the bishop, like bishop takes g5. Queen takes, and then I take his bishop. If he checks, and then I could maybe play king f7. And then if rook f1, I can take his bishop. So he goes like this. I probably might want to get out of the way, although there are some possible knight c5 sightings. If he moves the bishop, he will be threatening knight c5. But okay. Fair enough. How do I play this? He definitely has a lot of compensation. So what if I just play this move here, and if he checks on g7? Okay, let's just see what he has in mind. Knight g7. I guess I could either take, bishop takes, and then go king d7, or I could play the immediate. No, I can't play the immediate king d7 because of knight c5. Okay, and in this case, there are definitely some possible issues. Although now, why can't I go here now? Now knight c5 is less dangerous than before. So let's try this move. Although actually this is kind of stupid because of knight c5 take and queen takes here, which I very much overlooked. So yeah, that's a bit dumb. King d7, not a good move. Knight c5, I obviously have to take, and then he can take here, which probably is lost for me. And he does do it. So now do I play king c8 or king c6? King c6, rook e6, king b5. I think maybe I run away there. My queen is protected by the rook. Okay, I missed that one. That is a problem. That is a bit of an issue, to be honest. It is definitely an issue. And so is this. So yeah, I think I can probably safely resign this game because my rook is falling next. It's an interesting game though. I'll give him a well played and see what I did wrong. So take here. Of course, I'm not really forced to take on h1. Maybe it's a very complicated position. Of course, I could play something like pawn to f6, maybe, or pawn to f5 even, and then here take. Yeah, this looks like an interesting position. Maybe I should. What did I do? I played g6. Probably shouldn't be hanging on to that pawn so much. But yeah, it is definitely not an easy position for me. I need to consider a lot of things, but maybe I have some moves like queen e4. Who knows? Anyway, we shall play a little bit more. We have played for, I think, almost 80 minutes. And we're playing against Volcanin, who plays d4. So no more e4 at the moment. Okay, he goes like this. Let's play c5 against this. Knight c6. When they play like this, the London system, I like to just play like this. And then I'll play probably h6. He castles, and then I'll go d6. Because their main plan is to put the knight on e5, so that's why I wait. I like to wait with. Like actually, he could have just taken on. Okay, he could have just taken on c5 there, which he missed. I was gonna say I wait. I don't play. I don't play d5 because that allows knight e5. So I can kind of see his plan here. Let's create a little bit of luft for the king. So now, how should we react to this? I guess we can play moves like maybe this one. He goes there. Fair enough. Let's take. He takes here because why not? And then the knight can go to d5. The knight can go to d5. He goes c4. I can at least play knight b4 back. Okay, he just wants to give me the pawn. That's cool. If you want to give me the pawn, I'm all for it. But you're not threatening a mate. Also, I can just take this guy. And I will. So now we are up a very nice pawn. So we are very happy with his position. He takes like that. We go. If he takes with a rook, I'm going to play bishop a6. Or maybe I'll just play something like queen c7 and rook c8. Actually, why not? That actually makes even more sense. So I'm gonna go here and then just play queen c2 or something like that. And okay, it does have that actually. So what if I play b5? Let's play b5. b5 and then a6. Or okay, yeah, a6. Actually, yeah, I could even just take this. Let's just take this because why not? And then go a6. So now he has also some weaknesses around his king, which is good for me. So I'm pawn up, I've got the c-file, and his king is weaker. So all in all, Indeedio is happy. And Indeedio plays probably queen c3 now. So this should be quite nice. And then I'll soon play d5 to liberate my bishop over here. If he goes, let's say, rook b1, I think I'll just play here now. And then the bishop is coming in. I might even play bishop a3 and rook c1, trade those off. Who knows? Here, okay, you can do that, but I'll just play here. And my position is quite nice, I think. I'll go here. And then I'll just bring my king in. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 5. Should I trade rooks? Probably should just trade rooks. Let's just trade rooks because my position is just nice without the rooks. I don't need the rooks. And if he goes king e2, maybe I'll just play bishop a3 so that he doesn't. Okay, he goes there. He doesn't want to let me play bishop a3, it seems. So what do we do against this move? Is my bishop in any kind of danger? Probably not. I can't play knight b8 to play knight c6 because that would be really hanging the knight. How can I get my knight going? Is my bishop in any danger? I don't think so. Maybe his move was more defensive than anything else. How do I continue though? Okay, let's just make a move at least. We'll go like this. He's certainly making moves. I will... Okay, he goes like this. Was my bishop in any kind of danger? I don't think so, but just in case, let's go here. Just in case. I should have played... Yeah, I should have played... Okay, he kind of does the job for me, to be honest. He does do the job for me. Now my knight's coming to h5. And I think I'm probably going to win this pawn. King e3, knight h5, bishop h2, g5. And that should be all she wrote, basically. Because his bishop is pinned. I mean, the pawn on f4 is pinned. I win his bishop if he takes. And if he takes, I take. He takes on h6. I'm just going to win that pawn back very quickly. And he's not getting the b5 pawn either, because I can just push it and defend it. Yeah, he does go for this, which is not dangerous at all. I'm just going to play here before he can play knight a3 and attack my pawn, because now it's just very easy. Because now I can just very easily play here, pick up this pawn, and then just take it from there. Did I just blunder this pawn? No, I win this pawn, so then it's okay. He takes, I take. If he attacks this pawn here, I've got knight. I've got knight. What's it called? G7 at least. He does go for this. So knight g7, if he goes king f4, I've got bishop d6. Otherwise, I've got king h5, king h4 coming up very soon. So this is quite easy now. And I don't think I'm going to run out of time either. So things are really looking up. Time is getting equal to... He goes there, attacks me. He does attack me a little bit. He goes there. And yeah, we can just make pretty much any move like this one. And then we can check him here. He's gonna get into a bit of a tsugi very soon. So now something has to give. One of these pawns is gonna drop. It's gonna be this one, and it's also gonna be this one. So luckily I won't have to mate with bishop and knight. So there's that. But he's trying to win on time, so I'm gonna speed up a little bit. So that's a check. That's also a check. That's not a check. And the queen will soon happen. King d2. Knight takes d5. Does he have anything here? He doesn't have a check or anything with a knight, so then that should be kind of good. Okay, let's try to not run out of time. Where does this lead? Where does it all lead to? I'm hoping it's gonna lead to mate very soon. And that's a check. And that looks like a mate to me. So thank you very much for the game, and thank you very much for watching. Things did go very well today. We gained some rating points and played some exciting games. And I will see you in the next Banter Blitz with Indeedio. thank you for watching. Bye bye.